If you are submitting retail receipts to Amazon and wondering why your appeal keeps getting rejected, this video will save your account. Today, I will explain you the difference between retail receipts and wholesale invoices, exactly how Amazon sees it. So what's the logic behind Amazon invoice policy? Amazon does not care where you bought the product from. They always care that if your supply chain is verifiable, consistent, and commercial. That's why retail receipts almost always fail and wholesale invoices usually pass. So what is a retail receipt? Retail receipt is usually end consumer proof of purchase, like you can see on the screen, this target invoices. So this is a retail proof of purchase. So for example, Costco invoice, Walmart invoice, and Amazon invoice, and some other random supplier invoices, a credit card slip, an online email screenshot. So these are all kind of retail receipts, which Amazon usually do not accept. Amazon consider these end user purchases, not business sourcing. Even if the product is authentic, Amazon cannot trace the supply chain. So retail receipts are not acceptable for inauthentic items, condition complaints, or brand ungating. For example, you see why it is called a retail receipt. In here, you see only ship to address, which is your address. There is no supplier address, supplier phone number, nothing else on this target receipt. So that is why it is called a retail receipt. Target previously was used to give a kind of supplier invoice. So basically, what is a supplier invoice or wholesale invoice? So wholesale invoice is a business to business document. Like it shows on one end supply details, on other end your details, and then see this like this. On other end supply details, and on one end your details, and then the product description, quantity, and what amount of quantity you purchase, total amount, everything. So this is a wholesale invoice. Why Amazon still reject wholesale invoices? That is another thing. Amazon rejects wholesale invoices as well because it is not an authorized distributor. Invoice does not match your ASIN like these details. These are different and from the product which is listed on Amazon and which you are trying to sell. Invoice does not match ASIN. Quantity does not match sales volume. This quantity does not match to the last 365 days sales of your item. Then supplier website looks fake or commercial, like it maybe you're purchasing from a local supplier website, a random distributor. Those websites are normally self-built and they do not care about like what is on the website. They just build it and they just put random products on the website. So these are not acceptable. Address and phone number is usually fake, like virtual address, virtual phone number, these kind of things. If you have a virtual address and virtual phone number for the wholesale plan, then you must have a letter of authorization like this. If you have a letter of authorization, and then even if the website is, you can say generic, fake, or you can say some random information, then you can pass Amazon verification. Else, you will fail because Amazon does not verify your supplier. So these are the reasons of rejection with wholesale invoices as well. So why if you keep appealing with retail receipts, Amazon assumes that you source from unauthorized channels. You cannot guarantee authenticity. Your supply chain is risky. That's why accounts get suspended even with real products. So what you should submit at this point, if you have retail receipts, wholesale invoices, then what should you submit in appeals? You should always submit a wholesale invoice, supplier verification explanation, clear sourcing narrative, never submit retail receipt unless Amazon explicitly asks and even then accept rejection. If you're dealing with authentic item issues, brand and getting invoice rejection, please subscribe my channel for more videos. And I have other videos in which I explained everything clearly, what is authorization letter, how to get it from your supplier. Now I will show you some more scenarios and some more, you can say documents by which you can see that which one is accepted. For example, this one. Okay. So when you purchase a product, Amazon not only check invoices, it check letter of authorization, it check if the product is actually shipped, and they ask you this bill of lading. Or sometimes if there is a document from USPS, then they ask that document, verify the tracking information, verify that it is actually shipped to your address and it is actually shipped, not you just purchase and it is like on the way. So some type of receipts, some type of invoices like wholesale invoices which are accepted. For example, this Acme tools, this is an invoice, not a receipt. You see here it says invoice, Secondly, it says this is your bill to address, this is your ship to address, this is supplier details. This is the most important part, supplier details and supplier phone number and everything, because Amazon verify this. Amazon call your supplier, Amazon send them an email, Amazon check their website, Amazon even ask them if they've sold products to you, and even if those products are authentic, and even if they authorize you to resell them. So most of the times, supplier says, like, they ignore Amazon. They says that we do not support Amazon. We can only sell your product. There are many brands and many distributors which says like this, like Kihi, and like there's another brand, Fruit of the Earth, and some other brands. They say that, okay, so we can sell you with an invoice, but we do not care if Amazon, you can say, create an authentic complaint and ask you about documents. We will not support you. So stay away from those, because in case you need them, then they will decline your request. Secondly, some more documents. See this substore store. This is also a legal document. You can see bill to, you can see ship to, you can see this is the store address, and this is store email from where you purchase, contact number, product description, quantity, item number, and here the complete address. So this is an actual wholesale invoice. So if you submit these kind of documents, most probably you will pass the verification and your store will get reinstated. So this is today's information, and I'll make a new video how supplier will verify, how Amazon will verify your supplier. Thank you so much and have a good day.